Welcome to another video yet again. Hope you guys do have a good Christmas and you do take, a break from the market and enjoy yourself for the next 2 days. And this is not going to be too much of an in-depth video, but you can see this is a video on ticker HOUR, which is extremely undervalued and, hidden penny stock in the market. If y'all are enjoying this content, drop a quick like for me. Does really help me out. I have no program to sell you, nothing like that, and these videos are completely free. But looking at ticker HOUR, hour loop, just going right into it, looking at the chart, guys, you can see this one is on almost a triple bottom, but has this confirmed double bottom, which every time it does hit this level, it does bounce off of. And you can see we just actually ran to $2.01 just recently, so there is range on the chart for a nice upside movement. Why am I covering this one right now? Well, most stocks people are looking for, a lot of the top gainers you can see are low floaters, especially yesterday and last week and this week especially as well. These 1 million to 2 million share floaters are completely running. I think we had 1,000% runners or just massive, multi 100% runners every single day with these small float plays. And this is probably the only one left that is sitting under $2, completely bottomed out, has a nice technical pattern on the chart. And this one does have a 1.7 million share float and is extremely undervalued. So I'm seeing all these other ones run that have, $200 million shelf offerings, no catalyst, nothing like that. But so obviously low floats are extremely hot right now. And this is probably the best, one of the only ones left that is undervalued with no dilution. So just looking at this one, guys, you can see, they do have a tiny market cap is sitting at $50 million, and they're doing $100 million, or they did $132 million in revenue for 2023. Keep in mind, you always had 3 zeros to these numbers, but you can see just for the last few quarters, their revenue has been growing very aggressively. So what does this company actually do? Well, they are an e-commerce platform. They have their website. They do sell through Amazon and a lot of other big name retailer websites, but we just had record, Black Friday and Cyber Monday spending. You can see in Q4, they usually have record financials either way. You can see for Q4 2023, they did $60 million in total revenue. So historically, this is usually their best quarter ever. And for the last 3 quarters, they have been extremely profitable. Just in the last quarter, they did $469,000 in net income. And, revenue has completely been steadily moving upwards. You can see for the first quarter of 2024, they did $24.7 million in total revenue. This jumped to $28 million for for Q2. And for the most recent quarter, this one jumped to over $31 million, and they are profitable. Keep in mind, they are doing over $100 million in total revenue, which is, their market cap is only $50 million. Q4 is always their best performing quarter. And we just had record spending for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Like I said, that's a major catalyst when these financials do come out. Not only that, they're already extremely undervalued with their revenue and profitability compared to their market cap. They're extremely undervalued. Keep in mind, micro floaters are going absolutely parabolic in the penny stock market, in the small cap sector right here. So this is really the only one left that has no dilution, is trading under $2, does have, a 1 million share float or just over that. So this is a very rare setup, does have a positive catalyst if earnings do beat, which a lot of people expect will, outperform as they usually do. Plus their sales should continue to pick up, especially for this specific time period. Other thing is they have not diluted any shares since they IPO'd. It looks like pretty much have not diluted any shares since 2022. Now, when they did IPO, there's something very interesting. I did do some research. So they have no dilution filings, which makes this one primed up for a massive runner, because if they, if this one does get volume, does start running, they can't really kill the momentum by doing an offering or anything like that. So that's really bullish with ticker HOUR. And not only that, guys, the 2 main insiders, the CEO and, the other director and the senior vice president, looks like they both own the same amount of shares. So they both own, you can see, 16.6 or just around 16.7 million shares each. So they basically locked up the entire float alone. And since they IPO, they have not sold a single share. So that's always good that the insiders have not sold a single share, especially when they own most of the entire, outstanding share count. You can see the outstanding share count is 35 million, and just those 2 insiders alone own 33.4 million of those 35.1 million shares. They IPO'd in January of 2022, which, the stock price has hit $6 and $5 multiple times since they IPO'd, and they still have not sold a single share. So obviously it doesn't look like they want to sell shares down here when this one is trading at $1 or $1.43 per share, and they haven't sold a single share since they IPO'd. And that's actually very good to see. When you do have very large insider ownership like this for companies, it can be negative too, but considering they haven't sold any shares at all since they IPO'd, not really too big of a concern. Also, with their business, these new tariffs, if they do come in 2025 with the Trump administration, could affect their business. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But right now, they are completely undervalued in terms of, everything. Even their balance sheet is looking pretty good. $32 million in total assets compared to $25 million in total liabilities. But keep in mind, they do have revenue and they are profitable. So that alone does enhance their valuations. Just considering this one is, does fit the low float themes, and these plays are extremely high right now. And this one is undervalued in every single way, has had no dilution at all since they IPO'd. So looking very good with ticker HOUR. Hourloop is an online retailer engaged in the e-commerce retailing in the U.S. market. So this company has operated as a third-party seller on Amazon.com and has also sold merchandise on its website, Hourloop.com, since 2013. So Hourloop further expands its operations to other marketplaces such as Walmart, eBay, and Etsy. As of right now, Hourloop has generated practically all of its revenue as a third-party seller on Amazon.com and only a very small amount of revenue from its own website and other marketplaces. So Hourloop manages more than 100,000 stock keeping units, SKUs. Product categories include home and garden decor, toys, kitchenware, apparel, and electronics, and much more. So their main strategy is to bring most of its vendors' product selections to the customers. It has advanced software that assists Hourloop on identifying product gaps so it can keep such products in stock year-round, including the entirety of the last quarter. So holiday season says in the upcoming years, Hourloop plans to expand its business rapidly by increasing the number of business managers, vendors, and SKUs. So, holiday season is a very big revenue generator for them. So that's, like I keep saying, is a major catalyst coming when those financials do come out. I do hope you guys have a great Christmas and that you do get to spend time with a family. If you do have that, you have to remember trading penny stocks can, there's a lot of money to be made in the small cap market, but you have to be very disciplined. You have to know what you're doing. So honestly, most penny stocks are not long-term holds. Now, like I said, if there's no dilution, they have catalysts, and fundamentally they're looking pretty strong. Chart is completely bottom, the chart is looking good, everything like that. These can be longer-term swing plays. Guys, if you just go on Webull and you look at the top gainers, what happens? These have catastrophic runs. They go up, they come right back down. They settle out, they consolidate, whatever. Some PRs come out, some momentum builds, they rise up, they go up, and they come right back down. It's a cycle that happens with pretty much every single penny stock. And, if you're new to this, I do understand, I did lose a lot of money starting out trying to trade these penny stocks because, like I said, it is extremely easy to make money every year on long-term growth stocks like Tesla, Amazon, stuff like that, long-term ETFs. But when it comes to small caps and day trading and swing trading, you have to really know what you're doing. So I would really focus on getting more screen time, really becoming a better trader, being disciplined, and being patient and waiting for setups, and knowing when momentum dies out, and knowing when to secure profits, everything like that. So that's something very key, guys. I have been profitable for a very long time now, but in the beginning, I did lose a lot of money when I was trying to trade penny stocks and flip these and stuff like that. I want you guys to realize it is very difficult, but it can be done, and you just have to really put in the time to learn about all the filings, all the dilution that takes place, becoming a better technical trader, knowing which plays run with certain themes. So just for an example, whenever there's certain themes in the small cap market, it is extremely easy to make money. So let's say there's war headlines, a lot of war news coming out. Obviously, oil is going to rise up. But with the penny stock sector, you already know that ticker INDO and ticker HUSO or HUSA, these oil plays and these small cap oil stocks are going to have parabolic type runs, and you can make money off of these plays every single time if you know these themes. Also, when we had the rescheduling of the cannabis news come out, we had ticker GNLN go absolutely parabolic. Pretty much every single, cannabis related stock went parabolic. Now, just recently, we have been getting bird flu headlines. So all of these bird flu related stocks have been, having these catastrophic type runs. We had ticker AEMD, which did have, went absolutely parabolic from 34 cents all the way to, 90 cents or just under $1. There's also, 4 or 5, maybe more than that, related bird flu stocks that, did run big as well. So just knowing the themes in the market alone and the penny stock sector can help you make a tremendous amount of money. Also, whenever you look, you need to keep an eye on the top gainers, because when we do have these 500, to 1,000% runners, obviously, penny stocks are going to run more. Whenever the top gainers are not looking that good and slowing down, it's showing that the penny stock market is slowing down, because every single day, if you look at the market, the top gainers are going to be penny stocks. Every single one of these stocks are trading under $5. Some of these trading under $1. So that's just something to realize. And lately, these low float plays have been extremely hot. So whenever that happens, this is another theme right now. So that's obviously another reason why ticker HOUR could have a very nice run. So that's all I have for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments what other plays you're watching, and I will see you on the next one.